Hi coaster enthusiasts. Have you ventured out to a park yet? This is our first time, and we're visiting Funland of Fredericksburg with my 3 kids. We thought it's that time to start figuring out what the right steps for us are and how to start venturing back to the parks. So we felt like this was a great first step. They've got go-karts, miniature golf, and the batting cages are open, and a few rides. And if you don't have your own face mask, they have some great logoed ones to show your enthusiasm. So I look forward to giving you a little insight into what it's like. We got our temperature taken before we came in, and I'll give you a little more insight as we go through the visit about what it's like and how they're cleaning and keeping us safe. Out here today, we are in phase 2 here in Virginia, and today Funland of Fredericksburg got to open their go-karts.
Yes, finally we got to open some of our outside rides and attractions. You know, it's been a pretty big struggle. We've been closed since March 14th, and we had to furlough close to 90 employees. And for the last 2 or 3 months, we've just been closed. We have had a very minimal staff, getting some projects done inside the park. And then last weekend, we were able to get mini golf and batting cages open in phase 1 because they were considered fitness. And now we went into phase 2, and we were able to open some of the outdoor attractions up. There are some attractions that are still down, Tilt-A-Whirl and Tubs. We're still working on some stuff, off-season stuff on those, so those are going to stay down for this weekend, but hopefully they'll be up by next weekend. And Fun Slide, since there's so many surfaces that people touch, and it's hard to actually go up and wipe those down, that's going to stay down until we can deem it safe to open and all that. So, but yeah, we have cleaning processes in play right now. When you first come up to the building, we have a health screening check. We do a temperature check, hand sanitization before entering the building. We do have paper masks for free. When you come through the building, you have to have a mask on. Or we have our cool Funland masks that are $5 a piece. They're very silky smooth on the inside, so they're nice against the skin. And then once you're inside, we have a cleaning process for all of our different rides and attractions. So with go-karts, it's a rotation process. We'll have 10 out on the track, 10 are being cleaned, and then they rotate the clean ones and the dirty ones, and then we clean the dirty ones. Same thing with all the other rides and attractions, very similar.
So what does cleaning mean? Is it wiping it off, spraying it? How have y'all figured out how to? And I see the manufacturers came to you with guidance on how to start this process?
Yes, well, the manufacturers definitely had recommendations as to what they would do. We try to go above and beyond. So we actually have a cleaning solution that will take care of all of the germs and stuff on surfaces. So that gets sprayed down. It stays on the surface for 5 minutes, and then we wipe it off, the residue that's left. And so that happens, again, it happens on the go-kart, so they get sprayed, they sit for 5 minutes, and then they wipe them down. But that doesn't mean that the races stop, because we have a set of go-karts that can go out while the others are being cleaned. If it's a scrambler, we only load it half full, and then we take those people off, spray those seats down, and then let people fill the seats that are already dry. So, you know, we have different cleaning recommendations or different phases for each ride or attraction that we have open.
And I noticed right off the bat, I really liked how you have a barrel for all used miniature golf equipment, all batting cage equipment, so that you're not handing it to an employee. I was very impressed that you have someone, I imagine, that just comes and takes care of, that's their job.
Yep, so they have to put gloves on, and they take all the stuff out of that barrel, and then they sanitize all that. Again, it sits for 5 minutes. Then they wipe everything off, and then they can put it back into rotation. But they'll have gloves on, and they actually have to flip gloves several times during that process so they're not cross-contaminated.
This is a complex process that has required a lot of thought and planning. It's obvious from the fact you already have masks in stock and ready to go that y'all have been thinking about this, I imagine, probably from about day one of what this was going to look like.
Yeah, I mean, right when we closed, we didn't expect it to be closed this long. And so we started thinking of ways like, okay, well, what could we do or what couldn't we do with the restrictions that were in place? we reached out to the community very early on and asked, okay, publicly, if we were to do something like this, or what direction do you think we should go? And the community was very vocal, and we went in the direction that they favored the most. So that meant staying everything closed down until it was very safe to start bringing things back up to speed. And for a business like us, we're a small business, so we're not a big corporation with parks all over the world. We're Funland of Fredericksburg, so we're a small business, and small businesses really got hurt by this COVID-19. We can't do curbside fun, so you couldn't pull up and pick up some fun and then take it to go like restaurants and stuff could. And it really hurt restaurants too, because they can't make a living off of curbside dining. So it's been a very, very difficult time. We had to make difficult decisions. We had a brand new mini golf course that we were supposed to be having a big party for, right now as it opened, and we were unable to do that. So we have our old mini golf course still in play, but it's not in very good condition because, again, we were expecting to take it all out and have a brand new mini golf course. And I know fans of Funland know we like to change things a lot. Over the past couple of years, it's like 3 or 4 times a year we're getting new rides and attractions and doing things, and that is going to slow down significantly because of the fact that we no longer have that cash flow to go back and invest in all those new things that we were doing. So we kind of have to hit the brakes a little bit. We have to figure out where we're going to land. We talk about small business. Well, there's a big business across the street that didn't make it. Chuck E. Cheese ended up closing down in Fredericksburg, and though you'd think that their competitor, we really don't. They have a very much younger demographic, and that kind of stuff is going to hurt our community because it's going to be less things that kids, that 5 and below can really go out and do. So, we're sad to see that they're not going to make it, and we're doing everything we can. We want to make it as safe as possible for everybody. So.
And y'all had already made some investments for 2020. I know as I walked through the building, it was my first time being here because I hadn't gotten to come before March, but you had already installed some new games that y'all purchased at IAPA this year.
Yes, so and we still have 2 more games on the way.
Ooh.
So we still do have some new stuff coming. We have those games will be delivered in the next couple of weeks, even though we can't play video games yet. They are still on their way. We had our Dark Ride put in late 2019 in December. So that's still a very new attraction, so people will be able to enjoy that. We have the Roundup, which as a member of ACE, I'm very sad to see it go because the preservation part of me really wants to keep it. It was from Liberty Land. We like to think that Elvis had a chance to ride that at one point or another. So we're sad that that is actually on its way out. And we had plans for that spot, but now we had to pause those plans, but we already sold the ride, so the ride is on its way out. So that's kind of a bummer, but again, we're hoping that with the community support, people will come out and support us. We'll be able to get back on track, and then hopefully we'll get back into the spending that we were doing before COVID-19.
Exactly. And do you have a plan or have an idea from the governor when you'll start being able to have the indoor games open?
They like to tell us about 3 days in advance. So, we get the information as quickly as you guys do. We watch the Tuesday and Thursday briefings. This Tuesday, they gave the briefing. We turned around and started hiring people and bringing back. Right now, most of our staff that we have less than 20 people working right now, are all leadership staff members. So they were all managers, supervisors, inside, outside leads. So they were all already in a position that they've been working at the park for several years. And we were able to bring those guys back on, get trained and certified, recertified for most of them, and so that they can operate the rides and attractions safely. And this will be the base, so when we start bringing regular employees back, they'll be able to continue the training because they're already certified.
That makes sense. And I know that feels so good to all of you to get to reconnect and bring them back and start business moving forward again.
There was only 6 of us, and it got pretty dark. Just the 6 of us looking at each other every day. It was like a horror movie. No, I'm kidding. We really work well with each other. As a coaster enthusiast, I like to think that I hired a crew of people who are as passionate as I am about the industry. We have people who worked at King's Dominion for 15 years prior to coming to here. So we have a lot of great staff members who are just as passionate as I am, so that I really hope it shows in some of the things that we do.
And how has the reception from the community been? Have they been happy and feel like everything's safe and clean and that they can really have a good family time out here?
Yes, for the people who have come out, they definitely are having a good time. A lot of people say it's very safe, and they're very happy with the things that we put in place. Obviously, it's not as busy as we were hoping it would be because a lot of people are being very cautious, and rightfully so. And so whenever they're comfortable, we're going to be here, and hopefully they'll feel that we're doing a safe job.
That's wonderful. It is, and I've been very impressed today. Not once have I gone, ooh, and that's been my thing during this, is I'm like, ooh, the thought of that just makes me want to cringe, and I do. I've been very impressed. I love the arrows on the ground, keeping everybody moving in one direction. Y'all have truly thought through and processed what needs to happen out here to let us all just get out of our houses and share some new family memories. Hopefully everybody had some time to make some new memories at home, but I'm ready to make some memories outside my house. So
Everybody's ready to get out.
Thank you. And I'm here with Clint Novak, General Manager of Funland of Fredericksburg, here in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
All right, thanks guys.